If you're a heating air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what do you need to know about repeated trauma and rejection? And why does this matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. So what you need to know is that repeated trauma in the sales process does happen. And we don't necessarily think of rejection as a form of trauma, but there is a point for all of us, men, women, dudes, chicks, bros, babes, people, right? However you want to identify, that we all take in enough and we're like, all right, that's it. I can't take anymore, right? So I'll give you an example. This week, I've had a couple of presentations with top-notch entrepreneurs and for deals that I'm working on. And there are times where I win deals and there are times that I lose deals. And so when you take a look at the elements of rejection and regret, they're the same thing: time, energy, effort, risk, money, reputation, right? So if you have all 6 of those, you have a higher chance of getting rejected, right? Now, if you don't take those 6, time, energy, effort, risk, money, reputation, or risk, right? If you don't take those, then you have the risk of saying, I have regret. And so what happens for you, what happens for me, is there is a point where it does get to us and I'm like, I'm at my bandwidth. And what it could be for you is when you're not selling, you could just be full of rejection trauma, as I'm going to refer to it. That's not a technical term that a doctor would use. That's a technical term that Scott Sylvan Bell would use talking about sales and presentations. And this is why you should join HVAC Tech Secrets. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. So there is a point where you can build up a ton of trauma from rejection, from all the things that you're going through. And you're like, Scott, that doesn't sound true. And I'm like, hey, Scott Sylvan Bell, have lived through this. This is something that's happened to me. And I've talked to plenty of salespeople that, like, if they're in a slump, I start asking them, like, tell me about how you feel. Tell me what's going on. Tell me about where you feel this in your body. And we'll have a different conversation. Now, one, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a therapist, but I am a taco enthusiast. So you may have to get some professional help. You may have to seek out that therapist. You may have to seek out that psychologist. Please don't take what I'm sharing with you as medical advice, because it's not. I want you to recognize that when there is a point for you, there's a point for me where all of this trauma from rejection catches up. And I had it happen to me this week. I truly did. I got to the point where I was like, I don't understand why all of this is getting to me. And I talked to a really good friend that's a therapist, and she said, hey, Scott, what you need to realize is, like, you've accumulated all those things that are going on. And so we went through a list of all the different things that I could do to get rid of it. So one of them is to exercise. Okay, that's easy. 2 is to eat healthy. 3 is to drink a lot of water. 4 is to talk to a therapist. 5, spend some time with a special person in your life. Dude or chick, doesn't matter. I don't care. Right? Pick that person you want to spend some time with. 6 or 7, get out to nature. Go do things that you like. 8, join your hobby. 10, go to a bar. 11, like, just fill in the blank. But the thing is the more that you sit and think about all the reasons why something is getting to you, is the bigger reason why you got to go out and do something about it. You can build up rejection trauma over time. It is real. If that's going for you, get some help. Go see a therapist, go see a doctor, go talk to somebody. If you don't have any money right now, get a hold of a clergy member of a church. There's always somebody who's willing to listen, right? You could call an 800 number. There's always somebody out there willing to listen. But I want to let you know, if you're going through this, there's always a rainbow on the other side. There's always 2 sides of the rainbow, right? You got down here on this end, you got over here on this end, and there's the loop that goes over the top. Be aware that if you have rejection trauma after going through a bunch of sales, it's normal and you can get through it. You got 1 of 2 things to do from here. Just 1 of 2. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update, or hit follow. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.